Hi everyone, my name is Sachil and today we're going to talk about step by step how to find the perfect supplier for your brand. So as you all know, I am creating my own brand from scratch and I'm sharing everything with full transparency and honesty from A to Z. So you can subscribe and follow if you are on the same path or if you ever had a dream of creating your own business. So I created this small document. It covers everything we'll be talking about today. And first, before anything, as I have mentioned before, you need to do a competitor analysis. You need to have some kind of brand that you basically look up to, a brand that you take notes from, a brand that you can learn a lot of lessons from. I found my own. My brand, I will be selling women's loungewear and pajamas. So I found this foreigner brand. Basically what you need to do and you go ahead and browse the website. Browse, see what kind of theme they're using. When I look at this, I see they're using neutral colors. Everything is very calm. And these are the colors that I would like to see on my own brand. In the meanwhile, you're looking at the website, you're doing a lot of brainstorming for future references. When I open my own website, I know that I don't want a lot of poppy colors. I don't want a lot of strong colors. I want things to be more neutral, more soothing, more pleasant for your eye. So I scroll until I love everything on this brand, but I scroll until I find actually a model that I would love to see on my own store. So I click on it and take a look at basically all the information. So I click on the model to see what kind of fabrics they're using. This is an amazing look. It's loose, it looks comfortable, the color is beautiful, the model is great. So this is something that I would love to see on my website. And let's just translate this. As you can see on their material, they're using 95% model. Again, you take a note of it. You're like, okay, a brand that I like, a model that I like is using this specific fabric. Perfect. You move on to another competitor's website. Skims, we all know they're selling loungewear, they're selling pajamas, and they're a really, really strong competitor. So I browse into their account and I see a pajama that I would love to see it on my website. Maybe not in this color, because like I said, I'm looking for more neutral, more light colors. But like I said, this is not what I care. I like the way it looks, so I care about their fabric. There you go. They're also using model. So now I know what kind of fabric that I should be looking for in order to reach that look that I would like to achieve on my own pajamas. So I go on Alibaba. Okay, so why am I in Alibaba? Because I'll be ordering bulk items in the first place. And Alibaba, you have an option to customize your pajamas. You have an option to customize your packaging, and you can add your logo. Let's do a research model pajamas for women. Okay. So as you can see, there are multiple suppliers, but which one are we going to be working with? We don't know. So basically, first you just browse the first page and see if there is any specific images you like. Then the second thing, I see this one. It's a perfect fit. This is exactly what we are looking for. The color is there. The look is there. Model slipwear, winter, long sleeve, custom, blah, blah, blah. The minimum order is 1,100 piece. This is okay for us. And they sold 1,083 items, which is amazing. But what I care on this little screen is that they are verified suppliers. What do they mean by verified? Verifying means Alibaba has checked their paperwork of their entire business. So that's good. That's a plus point. I like the model. That's also a plus point. And I click on it. They have this nice high quality video for me to have a better understanding of their look. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. And I can see that they're offering multiple color options. But before anything, I want to know who I am dealing with. So as you can see, right under the title, there is the company information, the name of the company. And once you click on it, As you can see, their company page opens up on Alibaba, and they're verified, amazing, and they've been in business at least on Alibaba for 6 years. They're saying 23 years of manufacture. This is perfect. That means they've been dealing with multiple customers over multiple years, so they have an experience of different needs. I really like the supplier, but before I go ahead and message them, I have to read more stuff, which is a customization option. This is extremely important for me because I want my pajamas to be branded. They're offering customizing packaging, amazing. Graphic customization, customizable fabric, and they have one more, customizable style. So if I want my style, like this existing style, to have any kind of customization, they're able to offer that as well. And they have minor customization, drawing-based customization, full customization. This is amazing. So when they say full customization, meaning you can even see this model. Let's say the material is not model, it's bamboo. And if I message them and be like, hey, like I love this style, but I just want fabrics to be model instead of bamboo, they could do that. So once I just basically go through their supplier's entire page, I go ahead and click on chat now. So this is basically a supplier that I'm working on right now. So you click on chat now. So I'm already working with the supplier, but I'm going to show you guys, like I said, I'm fully transparent about everything from A to Z. So you just go ahead and message them. You start asking your questions and you see their answer, how fast they're answering, how accurate they're able to answer your questions. Are they satisfying all those crazy questions you have in your mind? I throw them all the questions that I have without feeling no shame. So they were able to give me all kinds of information that I needed. After I asked them about my materials, the customization and everything, I go ahead and I ask their sample price, because you want to receive some kind of sample before you order 100 items, because you need to make sure that fabric, how does it feel? How does it look? How is the stitching? How is the customization? Were they able to do everything in the way you want them to do? So I basically requested a sample from them and they told me about their sample pricing, and I asked them to provide me their WhatsApp number. Why do I do that? Why do I ask their WhatsApp number? Because naturally we do have a time difference between each other, and sometimes the communication gets delayed because of that. And in order to avoid that, I get their WhatsApp number so I can get notifications the moment that they send me a message immediately. So when I'm having a dinner, when I'm having a lunch, if they're sending me something and important information, I go ahead and answer them immediately. So this is what I have done with this supplier, but I didn't say, oh, this is done. So I go ahead and I reached out other suppliers. So you go ahead and click on chat now. I already spoke with the supplier, but like I said, I'm being 100% transparent. And so I started asking all my questions. I told them this is what I want. I'm planning to get a sample, and how much are you asking for one piece of set? And they provided me all the information and everything. And I apply the same questions and same information that I have gathered from these supplier to different suppliers. I reached out maybe 5 different suppliers to just make sure they're able to offer what I'm asking from them and how much is their sample fee. And I pay attention to their communication. If they're able to answer all my questions, and how fast are they answering my questions? Are they flexible? Those things were extremely important for me. And the ones that I find that their communications are flowing better than the others, I invited them to my WhatsApp chat. So I asked their phone number and I added them to my WhatsApp chat. And why do I do that? Naturally, we do have a lot of time difference. So sometimes they send me a message when it's 2 a.m. over here and I'll be sleeping. And that delays the process of me receiving my sample. So in this way, when I have them on my WhatsApp, I'm able to receive their message immediately. So if I'm having dinner or if I'm having a lunch and I'm able to answer them immediately, that just flows things way better. So I basically ask their samples, these guys, but I want to show you another example why I am reaching out to multiple samples. And like I said, I'm being 100% transparent with the entire the process of this. So I want to show you a couple of things that I dealt with suppliers. So I have this another supplier. They're basically offering exactly what the other supplier does, but I realized their sample fee was $90. I'm like, okay, well, the other supplier was offering me $30 for a set. It's the same exact model. It's the same exact customization. It's the same exact fabric. So I started asking their questions and they were like, you know what? This is our price. I'm like, okay, if that's your price, I'm just going to move on with a different supplier. And that's what I did. Like, as you can see, with the supplier that I'm working on right now, I'm able to ask them questions immediately. I send them the picture. This is what I want. This is how I want my logo. They're sending me all the fabrics that they will be working on, all the colors. So everything is the way that, like, they're making sure everything is the way I want them to be. So this is a perfect supplier for me. And since I felt like I found the right supplier, I go ahead and I started asking them more questions. I started telling them, hey, I saw this model on your catalog. Since everything is on full-on transparency, I would like to show you a couple of examples of the suppliers that I reached out. One of them was this. I sent the picture of their product. It's the product that I found it on their own catalog. And I asked them if they can customize the material with something breathable like cotton. And the person goes and hi, can you share the link for this model? That's not really my job to do that. I don't really have a time for that. I'm looking for a supplier that's going to make things very fast for me, not add more time. I created another group, never answered. Then I started talking to this supplier. This was one of the other suppliers that actually she was extremely communicative. We already started sharing a lot of color palettes. We started talking about materials. The answer was coming through very, very fast. But in the meanwhile, I was talking to different suppliers. Then we were about to go ahead with this supplier until she told me it cost $90 per set. So naturally, it is normal for sample prices to be a bit more than the quantity. Like if you're ordering 100, obviously your set is not going to cost $90 each. But this sounded a bit more expensive. So I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and start chatting with different suppliers and ask for their sample prices. So I go ahead and started talking to another supplier. And I also wanted to show you guys. And I found the supplier, the jackpot supplier that I'm talking about, finally. And while I was doing my research, I finally found the jackpot supplier that I was talking about. Why jackpot? The communication was extremely efficient. And my supplier wasn't shy to tell me, hey, if you do this, this is going to be better for you. Are you sure this is what you want? It's not because of the money, because her sample price was almost half less. She was sending me all the materials. Here it is, guys. Come on, let's just look at it together since we're doing everything with the full transparency. She was sending me all the materials and everything one by one. While she was in the progress of doing my pajamas, she was sending me everything. So I was like, okay, this is exactly what I want. So I'm just going to go ahead and work with this supplier instead of the other one. So I started looking at her catalog and I saw more models that I really like. So I ordered 3 sets from her. When you are doing more than one sample order, you can also go ahead and negotiate with your supplier. So if you are ordering multiple samples, this is where you need to negotiate with your supplier. They will be extremely happy to negotiate with you if they are also planning to run a long-term business with you. So this is also a perfect idea for you to determine your jackpot supplier. Communication, quality, and prices. As I wrote it in here, your values, vision, and your business goals should be matching. And your supplier is over there for you to make things faster for you. They're not supposed to be adding more problems to you. They need to be offering a lot of solutions. That's exactly why I went to her and I started asking her if she can offer a custom packaging as well. She said, yes, of course I can do a custom packaging. So in this point, I was extremely happy because my pajamas are getting customized. My packaging is getting customized. My supplier is extremely communicative and she's basically asking for the best for her and best for me. That's a jackpot. What else any business owner can ask for? And my last point is about shipping. So you also need to make sure that your shipping information is correctly spoken with your supplier. If you're receiving everything to the warehouse that you're planning to receive all your products to, make sure that you communicate with your supplier if they're able to send that to that warehouse, or if you're receiving everything to your house. And do not forget to communicate the duration for your shipping. How much does the extra shipping cost, the express shipping cost? How much is your regular shipping cost? And yeah, so today that's all that I'm going to be talking about, guys. And thank you so much for listening to me. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. And do not forget to subscribe and like my channel, guys. Take care.